Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes, again, we are here. We are doing another video. I feel like I'm on a roll, so I want to keep it going. But yeah, I want to do this a little bit faster, just kind of speed through some things, not be quite as chatty. So no more chatty Kathy today. We're going to be an action Amy. So yeah, let's get into it right away. I'm gonna start by prepping my lips using my Vaseline lip balm because I always want to have my lips nice and hydrated and plump. And of course, to go ahead and prime my face, I'm gonna use my Tatcha Silk Canvas, which I really love. It's a great product. So anyway, I'm going to go into foundation. Today I'm going to mix my Lancome Idole in 330 Bisque N with whatever I have left here of my MakeupForever Matte Velvet in Y245. And I'm super excited because I love this mixture together. It's just really awesome. Full coverage, the way I like it. Now I'm going to go into actually some ShapeTape, and then I'm going to use a little Makeup Revolution with this, but I feel like I need a little more coverage today. So now I'm going to go in with my Morphe sponge and my Huda Beauty Easy Bake, and we're going to start baking.
Oh, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, my cell phone's pouring your number. You calling, you wanna come over.
I want to use, again, Juvia's Place, and I want to kind of mix Magic Palette and Masquerade just to kind of create a fun look for today. And we're going to start in the Magic Palette, and I want to grab this kind of off-white cream colored Kessie and start that in my crease, like all over, just to really prep and get this eye set. So let's go ahead and do that. Now I want to go into this pretty color Nana, which is just kind of your basic transition brownish teddy bear tone. Probably lighter than a teddy bear, but it's a nice warm brown. And I'm doing this all on a BH Cosmetics brush, guys. Nice and fluffy crease brush. Okay, now we're gonna hop into the Masquerade palette, and I'm gonna drop down in my brush size a little bit to a Morphe MB23. And using the Masquerade palette, I wanna go into this really pretty color Zulu, which is still in that warm brown family. It's just gonna be deeper than the last color we used. And I'm keeping this color just in the crease. I don't want to pull this into my lid. Now using a Morphe M441, I'm gonna go into the Masquerade color Ada, which is a really pretty reddish brown. So it's really warm still like the other colors, but it's even more like red. The other browns were kind of more orange based. This is like a true red based. And again, we're keeping this color just in the crease. So it's almost beginning to look like a cut crease on its own. Now I'm just gonna take a plain crease brush. This is also from BH Cosmetics, and we're just going to blend these colors together. Using just a regular shadow brush from IT Cosmetics, I'm gonna go into the Masquerade color, I think it's Giza, G-I-Z-A. And it's just a really pretty frosted kind of off-white color. And I just want to take this into the crease, or excuse me, into the high point of the brow bone, working it outward and then pulling whatever is left inward, just to highlight our brow bone. So grabbing a little Fix Plus on a BH flat shadow brush, I'm gonna go into the Masquerade palette and grab this beautiful Pool Blue Zola. And I'm gonna grab that dampened and start working that in the front portion of my lid. I'm gonna kind of bring this over the top portion of my eyelid as well, and just kind of carve out a small space there for another color. So now I want to grab the color Dahlia, which is a really deep kind of serene blue here, and I'm still keeping my brush dampened. And it's okay, you don't have to clean the brush off in between because I kind of like the mixture of the colors together. But in that little kind of pocket of space that we left open, I'm going to start placing the deeper blue and working that kind of in the center of my lid. Now I want to hit this with a little more fix, and we're going to go into this really beautiful dark kind of bluish purple tone called Chi, and this is going to go on the outside corner of the lid. And I'm just going to work it kind of into that center color, that Dahlia. And just kind of merge the colors now up at the top. And it's okay if you're like me and you get a little sloppy, because we have our HUDA powder to be able to fix that. So just grab any type of angular sponge, dip into a little more powder, and you can easily kind of sharpen that. Okay, so I actually want to add a little bit of blue underneath my eye as well. So I'm just going to use that darkest color Chi. And let me see here. I'm gonna grab a Sigma E30 and dip into that kind of beautiful, deep frosted cheek color. Definitely make sure you tap out with this because you don't want to get frost and foiled pigments all over your face, but I just kind of want to connect this from my lower lash line into the crease area. I actually want to go into like similar deep tones like that, but use something more matte. So I'm going to grab LFE, and I think it's Yahid or Yahida from the Masquerade palette, but it's basically this dark navy and this dark kind of violet blue. And I'm going to grab them and kind of merge them into that lower lash line. Since the foiled shadow is really pretty, but it's not quite giving me the pigment that I truly want. And I think a matte shadow is going to complete the look for me. So I'm just going to grab them on the same E30 brush, working from that crease point, going all the way under the lower lash line on top. So now I'm getting that smokiness I want, but I want to warm up a little bit of my lower lash line. So I'm going to take a very small detailed crease brush, something that's still fluffy though, because you want that fluff to kind of buff out. And this is a BH Marble 7. And I'm going to go into that color Nana again and a little bit of Zakaya that are both in the Magic palette, just to add warmth into the blue. I like it. I like it like that. All right, now we need a liquid liner because I feel like with a look like this, you have to have a little bit of a statement liner to really just kind of work it and pull it all together. So I'm going to use my Maybelline Master Precise Eye Studio Black Ink Liner.
Photo in a frame, waiting on you to look my way. Oh, say it ain't so, but everybody knows you've always been cold as a fair weather boyfriend. Oh, it's so hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I feel like right now I have kind of like a Brazilian-y rainforest look going on with this eye look, and I really like it. It's making me think of the movie Rio. If you guys are out there and you've seen that and you like kids movies or you have kids yourself, I saw it because of my kids, but I ended up really liking the movies. But I feel like a Rio kind of vibe going on, and I'm feeling it. Different, different. All right, I feel like I need a little pop of something in this look though. So what can I do? I feel like you're never fully dressed without a highlight. So we need some type of inner corner highlight. And the crazy thing is, I want something like different. I want like a lime. Oh, I think I found a color I like. Okay, so I'm in the Saharan 2 by Juvia's, and oh, dear Lord help me with this pronunciation. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, maybe I should just describe the color because I know I'm going to totally butcher it, but it looks like it says Sefchaouen. It's basically this really pretty kind of like greenish, bluish, goldish. I mean, it's just a really pretty color, you guys. And that needs to go somewhere on my face today. Oh my God, what did I just damaged this foiled color. Ugh. That was what it needed. Something, just a little pop of something, a little pop of goodness. Telling you, like I can use these palettes over and over again and somehow create different looks each time, or just find a color that I'm just like in love with that I didn't expect, and it's amazing. And that's why I really, really love and stand by these palettes. But we have to move on, so let's clean up this under eye region since I have made a damn mess right now. I like digged one of the corners of my palette into another shadow from another palette. Yeah, don't you just love when you make a mess? But thankfully, because they're so creamy and foiled, the Juvia shadows, I was able to pack it back in and save the shadow. But oh my God. Okay, so really quickly, before we finish with the eyes and everything as far as mascara and all that, I'm gonna go and do my contour and my bronzing and everything off camera just to kind of save us some time, and then we'll be back to finish the look. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I contoured, bronzed, did my blush. For contour today though, I did use an oldie but a goodie. This is my Morphe Highlight Contour Powder in the 9C edition, and I really forgot how much I loved this palette. I really like just the overall definition that I get, the blending of these powders. And you know, I love Makeup Revolution as well. I think it's an excellent powder, but it's nice to have a good option, both fairly affordable prices. So I'm gonna do something I rarely ever do, and that's just do a little bit of contour on my nose using a dual-sided eyeshadow brush. And I'm gonna take my Morphe palette and kind of work with just about 3 colors, really blend them in. I like to start with the small side and kind of figure out where I'm going as far as the shape. And then I work this in just to give me some definition. A little bit here, right in the center of the skin between my Cupid's bow, and a little bit right in that little pocket under my lower lip. There's my little nosy contour. Now I want to go ahead and finish my look today for brows. I did my Anastasia brow dip brow pomade in dark brown. I haven't used this in a while, so my eyebrows are a little bit dragged today, but I'm feeling it. Now I'm going to curl my lashes and go into mascara.
For someone to satisfy my every need. Won't you be my inspiration? Be the real love that I need. Real love. I'm searching for a real love. Someone to set my heart free. Real love. I'm searching for.
Okay, so while the mascara is drying, I don't like to go in with another coat until I know it's really nice and dry. So I'm gonna work on my lips, and I'm feeling a little bit of either Bronx maybe today from MAC. No, you know what? We're gonna do Subculture with a little bit of Hug Me, which is a luster lipstick, and just keep it soft. And we are gonna do, of course, Hug Me lipstick. Yeah, I'm feeling the natural today, guys. Sometimes I want like bold and over the top, and then other times you just look at your lips and you're like, nope, let's keep it low-key, simple. Not a whole lot going on. I like that my eyes have a lot going on, and I want that to be the statement. So yeah. All right, now we're gonna go in with our doubling side here, this thickening. And yeah, I did a little curl just to add a little more oomph. So let's finish this look today using our Fix Plus coconut. Break it up and reset. Okay guys, so this is the finished look and it is so Brazil, so like rainforest, tropical, I don't know, I love it. I think it's super duper fun and pretty. These colors, you guys, can you see them? I hope it picks up for you like it's showing for me, but holy freaking pigmentation, you guys. Can't say enough about Juvia's Place. And I'm not sponsored. I'm just a newbie starting out doing my thing, just kind of talking about products I love. And Juvia's Place is definitely product that I gravitate towards. You're gonna see them in almost every video of mine just because of the actual payoff. The creaminess, the intensity, just overall beauty of their shadows. The only thing I'm not feeling so much, and I'm going to be really truthful, here's my tea today, guys, since the tea is the thing and it's the place to be right now. I did not care for the way Juvia's Place responded to me when I made a comment on Instagram about how 2 of my palettes did not have names on the shadows, and all I stated was how I wish they had the names on there so I knew like what shadows I really loved, and if I was filming I could tell you guys, or at least attempt to tell you the name. But long story short, I wasn't trying to be rude, and they were just super duper nasty. Whoever was like in charge of their social media for Instagram that day was like not having it herself. So, or himself, I don't know. Whoever responded to me was just very kind of short, and others actually pointed that out and said, wow, like the least they could have done was answered you in an appropriate, respectful way. And this was really before they took off and became super huge, before they were, you know, bought by Ulta and stuff like that. So hopefully things have changed, and that's the only downside I had, because as far as ordering, how quickly they ship to me, I've never had issues with Juvia's, and the quality as well, but just the way that they answered me was kind of hurtful. And you know, it was hard. I was a little afraid to even tag them in my work, just because I knew how like fresh and just nasty they were to me. But you know, I continue to give it a chance, continue to use it. It is great, great product. And hopefully they will kind of square away their social media team. Things will change. But, you know, it was just not the nicest response I could have gotten. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also comment down below, because I really want to hear from you guys. I think it's a great thing. I know I only have a few followers, but the more the merrier. So again, I will link products information down below and my social media. And until next time, I'll see you guys again really soon.
We all love us through and through, and though we made it through the storm, I really want you to realize, I really want to put you on. I've been searching for someone